Hello, Bronwyn. It's Angela. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Angela. How's it going?
Oh, good. Thank you.
Good. Can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, fabulous. Okay.
What I'm going to do is let me just make you host so you can just check that the what's his name is working, this share screen, and then we'll wait for everybody to log on.
Great. I'd greatly appreciate it because I'm going to be honest, Zoom is very new to me. We don't do much Zoom on our side. We're a Teams company. So thank you for the time to go in. And
okay, no problem. So I've made you host. So there's a share screen. Okay, now you've got it. You see, you can do it.
It's because I've got my colleague Shireen here next to me and she's giving me the thumbs up. She's like, I can go now.
Hello, Angela.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Okay.
So the one thing before you go then, Shireen, just with the videos, because I know you've got videos, have you done share computer sound? Just so we can check that we can hear your sound, because on Zoom, you've got to just share your computer sound for the videos.
Okay, let's
So
just
we can test one quickly and just see that I can hear your sound. That's all.
Can I test quickly?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear anything?
No, I can't hear. There's no sound. So if you go to, let's just see. Basically, what you've got to do is just check your computer sound. You've got to just make it share. I don't know if Shireen knows how to do that.
We're going to get Ishmael to come quickly because our international guys use Zoom when they do trade shows. But from a local national perspective, we do everything out of Teams. So she's just quickly gone to go and get.
There's no stress. We've got time. It just helps. It's just nice to have the sound. So basically, all they have to do is share your computer sound. That's all.
Okay, perfect. He's going to come now. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, no worries. Hello, all the PIN officers. I can see you all there. I hope you're all well. We're just waiting for everyone to log on. Hello, Priya. Hello, Zuzi. Shanice and Roxanne. Morning to those that are on already. We're just waiting for everybody to log on.
Okay, we're going to try the sound again, Angela. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. No problem. Let's test it.
Okay. Can you hear anything?
Very faint.
Okay,
No.
my is on as loud as it can be. Let me just wait. Let me just try again. Okay, give me a seckie. I'm going to try again for you guys.
Yeah. It's there. It just seems so soft. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else can hear it. No.
No, oh goodness, because it's on full 100% on my side, yeah.
And it's share computer sound, hey?
Yeah, we did the share computer sound, yeah.
Okay, just try it again. Let's see.
Any better?
No. No, I don't know why it's not coming through.
Oh goodness, okay. Do we still have a few minutes to wait, or are we waiting for more people?
No, there's still quite a few logging on, so no problem. I mean, if it doesn't
Okay.
work, if the sound doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we're waiting for, there's quite a few people logging on still, so don't worry, Bronwyn.
Okay, perfect, 100%. I'm just going to mute myself then for now.
Okay. Okay, well, there's still a few people joining us, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to Bronwyn. I don't know if you want to put your picture on, Bronwyn. I don't know if you want to put your camera on, but Bronwyn is, there we go. We can have, I can see your face. So she's going to do a training on our very, very popular properties. We're not sure if the sound's going to work for the videos, but that's not a problem as long as we can see them. And we are recording because I know, Sham, it seems like the staff and everyone are really hectic at the moment. So what we can do, Bronwyn, is if you want to introduce yourself, and we can go from there. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks, Angela. I really appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, as mentioned, I'm Bronwyn. I am the sales representative from Sun International. I say recently, having taken over the Thompson's account. I took over the Thompson's account in the heart of lockdown in April last year. So I am a newbie-ish. I'm 1 year old to the account on the 1st of April this year, but 17 years with Sun International. So definitely not new to the organization. So what I am going to do, guys, is I'm going to go through the properties that has been requested that I share with you guys today. So we're going to look at Wild Coast Sun. We're going to look at the Sun City Resort. And then we're going to look at Table Bay. So I have videos for the properties. Once we finish the videos, I also have a slight PowerPoint presentation, which I will then put up onto the screen so that you guys can see just some of the images as to what the accommodation and rooms look like at the respective hotels. I will also be touching on bush bungalows. So I do have a few images on bush bungalows. And then from there, if there is any questions or any information that you guys would request from me, we can then do a question and answer session. And then I will also send the fact sheets of the properties through to Angela, which can then be distributed to yourselves. Okay, so are we good to go for the videos?
Yes, I think let's start. Thanks, Bronwyn.
100%.
When do we have
Okay, guys, so that's the videos of the Wild Coast, Sun City and Table Bay. I'm not too sure at this stage if there is any questions.
No, I think you can go through the presentation. Unfortunately, there wasn't any sound, but anyway, we can carry on.
Apologies for that. What I will do, Angela, is I have a memory stick with all of our property information on it that does include some of the videos. So what I will do is I'll just pop past the offices and come drop that off for you guys as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so just the last one, maybe before I go through the presentation, the Table Bay one, that was more with regards to the current COVID protocols that we do have in place. So obviously, with the regulations changing and the easing of regulations, we will adhere to those protocols until such time as they won't be needed. So we are very cognizant of the social distancing, the sanitization, the interaction of room service and housekeeping, as well as cleaning staff in the guests' rooms. So it really just spoke about the fact that if the guest is unsure whether they're wanting those facilities, we will allow them to do their bringing in of the food by themselves, and we also provide sanitization and cleaning facilities. So if they are wanting to sanitize their own rooms and not have housekeeping in their rooms, that facility is also available. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you guys the Sun City or the presentation with regards to the accommodation and the look and feel of the rooms. Is everybody able to see this screen?
Yes, you just need to make it full screen.
Yeah, I'm busy putting it in there for you now.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to walk through the Table Bay and just have a look at the different room categories that we have available. I know that in most cases it is the standard twin and the family type of accommodation that would be more sought after or requested, but we obviously do have the junior suite, and just to give you a look and feel as to what that accommodation looks like. That would be the little lounge area inside the suite. And then just a view from the suite overlooking the ocean. So also just be mindful, guys, when booking accommodation at the Table Bay, that we do have the choice of mountain facing and sea facing rooms. Mountain facing rooms are slightly higher in cost, purely because of the demand for that room category, more from our international guests. But those two room categories are available. So just to go back, that is your superior luxury family room, which comes with the sleeper couch facilities. So none of our family rooms are 2 beds. It is 1 bed with the sleeper couch facilities. And we can do a max of 2 children and 2 adults in this room, children under the age of 18. And then that is just your luxury king room at the Table Bay. Okay, then to go on to the bush bungalows at Sun City. So most guests would maybe refer to them as the Quena Chalets. They have since changed names, and there is only 14 of those rooms available. So just to give you an indication as to where this accommodation is situated, it is situated as you come through the Sun City main entrance to the right-hand side behind the Crocodile Village. And that is an image as to what the actual accommodation or chalet itself looks like. So if guests do request, this is a cabana or downwards type of accommodation. It would be that graded accommodation. And if we do upgrade from bush bungalows, we upgrade bush bungalows into cabanas. So a very remote type of accommodation, but that's what it looks like. Then we've got the cabanas. Also, just to note with regards to the cabanas accommodation, if your guests are requesting standard twin and standard family rooms, our twin and family rooms are not next to each other. So it is not possible to allocate those room categories next to each other unless they take the same type of room category. So the twin accommodation is on the right-hand side of the breakfast or reception area, and your family accommodation is on the left-hand side. So please be mindful of that when guests are requesting cabanas accommodation in particular. And also just to make mention that at the cabanas, there is no bath facilities in the twin accommodation. So if there is babies traveling with parents, we need to be made aware of that if the baby is going to be utilizing a cot in the twin room, so that we can try and accommodate some sort of tub or facility for them to be able to bath in, because there is no baths. Okay, then you'll see over here, I've got Sun City Hotel. To most people, it is now known as Soho, but just to let you guys know, the hotel will be rechanging its name, and it is going to be renamed the Sun City Hotel. So we took it Sun City Hotel to Soho, and now we're renaming it back to Sun City Hotel. So we're just waiting for the press release to go out in connection with the name change. But for the purpose of entertainment, the purpose of casino and gambling, everything is situated in this property. There is no longer gaming or gambling facilities in what used to be known as the entertainment center, which has now been renamed the Sun Central. So guests that are wanting casino facilities would then reside at the Soho property, and also your nightclubs and entertainment is also based at the Soho. Then this is the Cascades. So Cascades works extremely well for families because it has direct access across the Port Kashia, up the escalator into Sun Central. So centrally located for the guys to get through to the Valley of the Waves. The Sun Central is also the hub for all of your fast food outlets, as well as the arcade facility for the kids. The Cascades has undergone a refurbishment, so the property has been fully refurbished and the lift facilities have also been fixed. So there was quite a few challenges or concerns that used to come through with regards to that, but that has all been done. And the hotel, as mentioned, has been fully refurbished, so it is looking new. Then the Palace. I'm going to take you from old pictures to show you a sneak preview as to what the new property or the new hotel is going to look like. We are currently in the process of doing a refurbishment at the Palace. So that is scheduled for the year of 2022. What they have done is they have started on the various or one wing of the property. And so we will work our way through the property. We are going to be incorporating a gym and spa facility at the hotel. So it is going to be a completely different look and feel for the guests. Also, just to know and maybe to make mention of, when it comes to interleading rooms at the Palace, that is a challenge at the moment with the renovations happening. So where possible, if families are requesting interleading rooms, we would request that they rather book family type of accommodation unless they are happy for the rooms to be allocated next to each other. So please be mindful of that, because we have had 2 incidences where families have requested interleading rooms, and with the refurb we were unable to assist, and it did cause a little bit of frustration when the guest arrived at the hotel. So please be mindful of that for the 2022 year, but also just to make mention that the interleading rooms are on a request only basis, and they can only be guaranteed at the time of arrival, because it all depends on if the rooms are in use or if guests do extend their stay whilst on site. But this is a sneak peek. So you've seen the old as to what the accommodation looked like, and this is a peek as to what the new is going to look like. So as you can see, it has been completely changed. We've gutted the inside of every single room, and we've started from scratch. Then just to take you onto the Wild Coast. So that is just an aerial view of the water park or Wild Waves that is at the Wild Coast. So it is quite attractive for families, particularly who had or who enjoy going to the Sun City Resort for the Valley of the Waves. That concept has flowed through to Wild Coast. So we have the Wild Waves at Wild Coast. And then with regards to the accommodation, again, the various levels of accommodation, there is still some confusions and questions that get raised more from a guest's perspective, but the Wild Coast Sun no longer has vacation club units. So there is no self-catering accommodation anymore at the Wild Coast Sun. We took the 50 vacation club units and we converted those into an additional 100 bedrooms. So there is talk of potentially revisiting a vacation club model in the near future for Wild Coast Sun, but as it currently stands, we don't have any self-catering vacation club option available. And then, yes, guys, that's it from a presentation or a picture perspective. I'm going to hand it over to you guys to now ask me questions and to see if there's anything or assistance that you guys need from me.
Thanks, Bronwyn. That's great. Gives us a nice overview of all the properties. I'm sure there must be some questions Sun City, anybody got any questions for Bronwyn? No, everyone seems very quiet. How's the occupancies at the moment, and how are they for Easter at all the properties?
So from an occupancy perspective, weekends, the Sun City Resort, and over school holidays, or like you mentioned, the Easter weekends, we are experiencing extremely high occupancies. From a midweek perspective, the occupancies vary. We are starting to get quite a bit more group conferencing and business coming into the resort. So that has been a bit of a saving grace for the Sun City Resort in particular. But I suppose the Sun City Resort and the Wild Coast Sun kind of share the same sentiment. It's really busy over weekends and very reliant on conferencing business midweek. For the Table Bay, with the international market opening up, it's definitely starting to see an upward tick there. Historically, the hotel worked on an 80-20 principle, so 80% international business and 20% local business, but we definitely have seen a turnover in more local business wanting to come into the Table Bay. So yeah, Angela, to answer the question, Easter weekend, the Sun City Resort is not looking great. Obviously good from a business perspective. I mean, the resort is fully booked. But also, guys, maybe just to make mention, whilst we're talking about the occupancies of the properties, during the midweek, particularly in Sun City or at Sun City, should the occupancies not warrant having all 4 of the hotels open, what we do is we close the cabanas and we close the cascades. So your cabanas guests would be upgraded to Soho and your cascades guests would be upgraded to the Palace. I'm sure in the past, a few of you might have had to deal with this to notify passengers, etc. But until obviously the midweek stabilizes and the conferencings return, which we, as mentioned, we are starting to see. And I think the ease of restrictions that happened on Tuesday or Monday night from President is definitely working in our favor. But there are going to be, or there has and could potentially be, let me phrase it that way, instances where clients have booked cabanas and found themselves at Soho, or booked cascades and found themselves at Palace. So just in case you do get comebacks or queries on that.
Okay, that's great.
There's a question with regards to the value of the wave closure. If you can allow me, I'm just actually quickly going in. The correspondence was sent out late yesterday afternoon. So I'm just quickly going into my emails and I can then tell you the exact dates of the value of the waves closures. Let me just quickly go in there. Is there any other questions that needs to be answered that could require me to get some information for you guys?
No, it seems like everybody's very quiet today.
I've got an easy audience today.
Yep.
How's business and things going on your guys' side?
I think everybody's manic. I think it's very, very exciting. All had a good month, and I hope all the agents have had a good month as well. Definitely seen lots of last minute bookings, and all destinations selling, but obviously South Africa selling very well for us, and Sun City is always huge for us. But yeah, no, it's good. It's exciting. Great upswing. I'm sure all the agents will agree.
Yeah, I must be honest, we are definitely also finding everything very last minute, and it does become a little bit difficult, I suppose, in some instances to plan and to forecast and project. But I mean, even the bigger conferences are working on a maybe month and a half lead time, whereas historically we could have seen it a year and a bit in advance. So I share your sentiment with last minute. So guys, I did answer the question on value of the waves. Yes. So Valley of the Waves closes on the 31st of May and will reopen on the 23rd of June.
Awesome. Great.
Okay, so
That's great. Does anybody else have anything else for Bronwyn? No. Okay, Bronwyn, well, thank you very much for the presentation, and I look forward to receiving the videos and everything. And we'll go from there, and we'll look at some of your other properties for training going forward. So thanks for your
100%. I am briefing in new videos and marketing collateral into our fusion and digital team tomorrow. So hopefully the next time I can actually show you guys proper video footage of the respective properties at Sun City and not the pictures on the PowerPoint presentation. But I will keep you guys posted and updated with all new collateral that comes through. And then Angela, I'll just, as I say, make sure that I get a memory stick through to you.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Guys, appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a good day further.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.